Hello, my friends. Welcome to my tiki hut. It's raining. It's a beautiful day. I didn't even turn the fountain on so I could just listen to the rain. Yesterday, I was trying so hard to post something from the tiki hut. I tried 4 times. And then Rudy was helping me, and his computer crashed. And then at that point, it's like, you know what? It's not going to happen. When it's too hard, it means just chill out. But I felt bad for him because his computer crashed and he felt sad. But he dumped all of my stuff, and then it came back again. So, you know what I blame it on? The full moon. Hang on. I love my little moonlight. I have a moonlight and then a dog named Moonlight. That's how much I love the moon. And if this is getting too hippy dippy for y'all, and you don't believe that the moon affects the tides and all of that, I invite you to look up something called the Farmer's Almanac that farmers have been using for years. My mom grew up on a farm, and we always had the Farmer's Almanac, and she would go by that, planting plants to cutting hair. So you don't want to cut your hair when the moon is getting smaller. You want to cut your hair when it's getting bigger, because then your hair will grow longer. This is all in the Farmer's Almanac. I'm not making this up. This isn't like California hippy dippy stuff. It might be a little bit, but hey, I'm a big fan of the farmers, so they know what they're doing. Yeah, yesterday, last night, and the night before that was the pink supermoon. And I didn't really realize it until it was kind of like everything was going crazy. And then I'm like, okay, things are hard. If the moon affects the tides and we're like mostly water, wouldn't that? I know. Makes sense to me, but there you have it. So, yesterday was hard. I am now going to be trying to do this on my own little computer on iMovie. And luckily my tech guy, my 13-year-old son, said he would help me. So today started out very hard. I had a nightmare. I don't know if you guys are having nightmares. We've all in the house been having stress dreams and nightmares, and it was very sad, and the news was sad, and I was very fragile, which is why I'm wearing my Cambria sweatshirt, because Cambria is one of my favorite places. So if you see me in the Cambria sweatshirt, you'll know it's a hard day. And we haven't had bread in like 3 weeks, because I don't bake bread. I've tried 3 times in my life, and it was a fail every time. But we have flour, and Rudy got some yeast, and he actually really wanted some bread. We don't have bread pans, but my friend Lisa was like, well, you have those cast iron pans, which I just got out of the box yesterday. They, I think, have been in a box for 2 years, but I have some time now. I seasoned some cast iron pans and looked up a easy bread recipe, and so Ringo and I made it together, and I wasn't sure if it was gonna turn out or not. And so we baked it. It had to sit for about an hour. And so we all decided, since we have to drive the car around a little bit for the battery, to take a drive. So we did. We just drove to drive. And I was telling Ringo, back in the olden days, when the first cars came out, they used to go for a Sunday drive, just to drive, and it was really nice. And it gave my eyes something different to look at, and that's good for my brain. And I don't know why I have to say it like my brain. I don't know where that, anyway. And it's good. It's good for all of that. And then when we came back home, the house smelled like fresh bread, and we tried it, and it was a success. It was so good, and I didn't eat anything all day because I have just been sad. And all of a sudden, just the smell of the fresh bread, and we had a drive, and it was so good. And carbs, hello. I was just thinking perspective, let it go through me, let it go through you, what's happening right now, and then get back to some bread and carbs. No, get back to some perspective. This morning I found myself looking at the water drops falling from the orange tree into the bird bath. I stared at probably 20 minutes. I drifted off just watching that. And then after that, I saw that the orange tree had given us, it looks like about 6 oranges. So we can have orange juice tomorrow. And it's perspective. It's my friend Bobby's birthday today. Hi, Bobby. Happy birthday. He told me he's been watching this every day, and he loves it, and it's inspiring. So I hope that continues. And there's somebody else that's been watching this every day. His name's Marcos, and on Instagram he's that creepy cool kid, and he's 10, and he's our neighbor and our friend, and he watches us every day. His mom sent a picture of them watching it, which is the sweetest thing ever because we can't see them. And he's really into this genre of horror, which someone has to be, and it's him, and he's a genius at it. And he kind of really found this passion about a year ago, and he designed this costume, and he won first place at Son of Monsterpalooza. And Rick Baker Rick Baker's a 7-time Academy Award winning special effects makeup artist, and he's like friends with Marcos, and Marcos got to present his ideas and his pictures, and it's just really cool. And I love when someone finds their passion, even at 9 or 10 years old. That's amazing. And I can't wait till we get to see again. Oh my goodness. Tried to do it. Anyway. We're doing good, guys. We're doing what we're supposed to do. You guys are awesome. Who knows if this will come up today. It's still happening. All right. Till next time.